school, school. Hospital, hospital. Cram school, cram school. Beach, beach. Mountain, mountain. Kindergarten, kindergarten. Park, park. Pool, pool. River, river. Forest, forest. Grandma's house, grandma's house. Desert, desert. Farm, farm. McDonald's, McDonald's. Amusement park, amusement park. Restaurant, restaurant. Supermarket, supermarket. Zoo, zoo. Aquarium, aquarium. English class, English class. Soccer school, soccer school. Bakery, bakery. Police, police. Station, station. Home, home. Restroom, restroom. Bedroom, bedroom. I go to school, I go to school. I go to the hospital, I go to the hospital. I go to cram school, I go to cram school. I go to kindergarten, I go to kindergarten. I go to the beach, I go to the beach. I go to the mountains, I go to the mountains. I go to the park, I go to the park. I go to the pool, I go to the pool. I go to the river, I go to the river. I go to the forest, I go to the forest. I go to the desert, I go to the desert. I go to the farm, I go to the farm. I go to my grandma's house, I go to my grandma's house. I go to the amusement park, I go to the amusement park. I go to McDonald's, I go to McDonald's. I go to a restaurant, I go to a restaurant. I go to the supermarket, I go to the supermarket. I go to the zoo, I go to the zoo. I go to the aquarium, I go to the aquarium. I go to English class, I go to English class. I go to soccer school. I go to soccer school. I go to the bakery. I go to the bakery. I go to the police. I go to the police. I go to the station. I go to the station. I go home. I go home. I go to the restroom. I go to the restroom. I go to the bedroom. I go to the bedroom. I go to the river. I go to the river. I go to the forest. I go to the forest. I go to the shrine. I go to the shrine. I go to a big city. I go to a big city. I go to the port. I go to the port. I go to the dunes. I go to the dunes. I go to the airport. I go to the airport. I go to the party. I go to the party. I go to the countryside. I go to the countryside. I go to the flower garden. I go to the flower garden. I go to the snowy mountains. I go to the snowy mountains. I go to the lake. I go to the lake.